So last week we were discussing concerning the email. Yeah, Bruno.
Yes.
We were discussing concerning the email. Yeah, and we discussed some of the components of the email. And we also discussed, for example, that the email has the date, it has the subject, it has the message part, and still does the signature part. And now for the signature part, for example, instead, for example, you might see an email, for example, in case I send you an email, you always see my name at the bottom, my contact, and my other information. Is it? Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I remember.
That is what we call a signature. And today I'll be illustrating on how you can create one. I'll be sharing my screen on how you can create what? An email signature together. Yeah, but before I go to that now, I want to first finalize on the last stage in the email. So you are supposed to discuss some of the protocols using a what in an email. Because you know a protocol now, this is a method or a certain method that is used to provide a communication channel. It enables now the users to transmit information proper. That is what a protocol. Or these are the rules that govern the communication in a network. So some of the protocols we have in the email, there is what we call, the first one is what we call the IMAP protocol. The IMAP protocol. We have the IMAP protocol or the Internet Message Access protocol. The Internet Message Access protocol. Actually, this one this is a protocol that is used for accessing email from your local server. So what happens in this one now, the information in the email they're kept out in a certain local server. In case now you want to access your emails, that information has to be downloaded from the from that local server. And now for this protocol, it is used whereby we just have a low connection. In case, for example, in that there is a low connection in terms of the internet, you can use what you call that IMAP. But in case now the connection is very fast, you can use what we call the POP3. So you have to be very careful on that protocol. I have said that it is a protocol that is used for accessing emails from a local server. So all the emails, for example, maybe the received emails, sent emails, they are kept in that internet server. And you have said in case you have a low connection in terms of
you are currently the only person in this conference.
If you're using about them, you can just use what? That protocol. That is the first protocol. Then we have what we call the POP3. The post office, we have the post office protocol version 3. We have the post office protocol version 3. Are you able to get me, Bruno? Are you able to get me, Bruno? Bruno, can you hear me?
I'm getting you.
Oh, that is okay. That is okay. So you have the second protocol is what you call the post office protocol version 3. The post office protocol version 3. I'll be sharing these notes in the PDF. I'll share them. So for this one, to provide the simple in a standardized way of sending emails. They provide the simple standardized way of sending emails. Now for this one now, actually the advantage of this one, the emails can be downloaded even if now there is no internet connection. There is a way you can download the email. That is one of the benefits of having this one, the post office protocol version 3. So you can decide now to leave the copies of your emails on the server as well. For example, in case you have your email, you can store the emails, you can have the emails in your local mail, then still you can have the same emails in a local server. And in case now there is no internet connection, still you are able to access your emails. You're able to access your emails. That is what we call the post office protocol version 3. Then there is what we call, we have another protocol, the simple mail transfer protocol. We have the simple mail transfer protocol, the SMT. We have the simple mail transfer protocol. Now, the purpose of this protocol, it is not to receive messages. The purpose of this protocol, it is just to send the emails. It is used by what we call the mail transfer agent to deliver your emails to the recipient's mail server. It's used by the mail transfer agent, the MTA, to deliver your email to the recipient's mail server. This protocol can only be used to send emails, not to receive the emails. But now the connection or the settings, they are based on what the ISP settings on your network. That is what we call the simple mail transfer protocol. is used just for sending emails, not receiving all the emails. Then lastly, we have what we call the HTTP protocol. We have the HTTP protocol. We have the HTTP protocol. The hypertext.
Protocol.
Yeah, protocol. Yeah, let me just repeat for you. You have this one. Yeah, have it. Are you able to see that?
The screen is not showing it.
So I have posted it on the chat group, on the chat. Are you able to see it? It is here. Are you able to see it on that chat?
Yeah, I'm seeing it. HTTP
Yeah.
protocol.
Yeah, that is okay. That is what we call the hypertext transfer protocol together. Actually, for this one now, it helps, or it is used to help to retrieve the emails from the mail server by using a web browser together. Remember, you can only access this by using what? A web browser. So we use it now to retrieve the information from the web server or from that mail server to the browser, the HTTP protocol. So these are the four main protocols. They are the four main protocols. Any question?
No,
Any
sir, I'm
question?
okay. I know I don't have a question.
Oh, that is good. That is good.
Thank you.
Now, apart from the protocols, now there is what we call the email security. I think this part I was explaining last time, but most of you are unable to. They almost logged off because of the network. The network together, the last part. So for the email security, which are these mechanisms you can use now to secure your email? Together. Remember, your email can be hacked. Is it true? Or
Yes.
some people, yeah, some illegitimate people can access the information on your email. So which are these mechanisms which can be put in place now to secure your your email. Now, one of the mechanisms you can use to enhance the security is what we call by using strong passwords. By using what? Strong passwords. And you know very, very well, for a strong password, it must entail a combination of, for example, the uppercase, numbers,
Excuse me, I
and
have a
other
question.
characters. Yeah, ask.
Okay, you're saying that you should use what password?
Strong password. Strong password.
Strong. Okay.
Yeah, a strong password. In this perspective, that password maybe should have allowed 10 characters altogether. Then it should entail the use of uppercase, lowercase, and other characters altogether. Never use it. For example, don't use your first name as a password. Don't use your last name as a password. Don't use the phone number as a password. In case now you have to use the phone, your your phone number and other characters. If you can type one, have this password, which entails the use of different characters. You can have, I'm typing a strong password. Let me just show you. I have like this password and have that. Just show you. Are you able to see that? Are you able to see that password? This is an example of a strong password. You're able to see that the first value is an uppercase. Right together. The rest of the values, these are what? These are lowercase cases. Then you can have other characters like the question mark. So that is an example of a strong password. We have combined several characters in that password. That is an example of a strong password. So in your email now, you have to ensure you have what? A strong password. You have a strong password. Then the second mechanism you can use to enhance the security of the emails is what we call encryption. We have what we call encryption. We have encryption. Yeah. Have the second mechanism. I hope you are able to see that. That is the second mechanism, encryption. And now, what is encryption now? In terms of encryption now, this is the mechanism whereby the emails, remember an email is now in a plain text. You can read it very, very well. So these emails now, they are converted to what we call the cipher. They are converted to what we call the cipher. So once that email is converted to cipher, we use an algorithm called the message digest 5, the MD5, and the secure hash algorithm. Use them to the information. Once the information has encrypted, there is no information unless that are you able to understand that encryption, Bruno?
Pardon, I would like you to repeat the previous words because the network is encryption.
Yeah, encryption now, this is a mechanism whereby you can encrypt information by using what you call a mathematical algorithm. An algorithm, you encrypt the information. For example, in the case you're having a plain text, let me just show you a password in a plain text. Then I show you the same password in a which has been encrypted. Let me just share something on. Let me just share a screen. Just share a screen of the encryption. I show you. Yeah, I'm sharing a screen. Let me just show you. I'm sharing a screen.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. Now, are you able to see that screen? Are you able to see that screen? Can you see it?
See it.
Yeah, now, if you look at this one, can you see now here, we are having, for example, we have this information here. We are having this information here, dear team. Can you see that information? This information here is in plain text. Together, this information, it is in what? In plain text. But look on this side here, this information has been encrypted. There is no way you can read that information. Can you see that? Can you see now?
Yes.
So that is what you call encryption now. And for you to have this information, you must use what we call a mathematical algorithms. And which are these algorithms? We have what we call the message digest 5. That is the one. Together. The message digest 5. Still, you can use what we call the secure hash algorithm. Still, you can use what we call the secure hash algorithm. Once these algorithms, you have what we call a cipher. Remember, this is plain text, it's visible. Then you have what as a cipher. A plain text, then you have what as a cipher. So hope you have understood. Now, the next mechanism is what we have what we call the PEM, the privacy enhanced mail. We have this one, just share this information. We have the privacy. That mechanism, we have the privacy enhanced mail. That mechanism, the privacy enhanced what? Enhanced mail. Now this is an internet standard. This is an internet standard that provides for secure exchange of electronic mail. It provides for secure exchange of electronic mail. It employs a range of cryptographic techniques to allow the confidentiality, set authentication, and what? Message integrity. It employs a range of cryptographic techniques to allow for confidentiality, set authentication, and message integrity. Now, what is confidentiality? In terms of confidentiality, it is the assurance that only the legitimate people can access to the information. That is confidentiality. Only the legitimate mail can access to the information. We cannot have a third party or another people who are able to access to your information. That is confidentiality. In terms of state authentication now, before you access that mail, you have to be validated. And you have 2 steps. Once you pass step 1, you submit here, for example, your credentials, your username and the password. Step 2, they are verified. Step 3, you are authenticated. So once you submit your username and the password, that information is compared to the same information in the database or that mail server. In the case now, the username and the password for the information you have sent do not match with the information in the database, you are requested to log in again. But in case now the information is able to match the information on the database, you are authenticated or you are given access to the mail server or to access your mails. Then you have what you call the message integrity. You have the message integrity. In terms of message integrity now, it is the assurance that the information on that mail is correct and accurate. The assurance that the information on that mail is correct and what? And accurate. That is what you call the message integrity. We have message